doing things that people really can't understand why you're doing what you're doing.
Amen.
I said this morning that when you really love somebody, love will do some things that is so confusing. Somebody, B.B. King wrote a song a long time ago, said, your love is so confusing.
Amen.
You said things that cut like a knife.
Amen.
Come on, tell me somebody.
Amen.
Sometimes people will say things to you that cut like a knife, but you still love them anyway. Amen. Because love, it goes deeper than the skin. Love go all the way to the bone. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Well, ain't that what it said?
Mm-hmm.
That whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but what? But have everlasting life. I may not be there yet, but I'm growing up in love. Love brought me from a little bitty baby boy until where I am today. It was love that cradled me when I was in our cradle. When we was in our cradle, love took care of you. Nobody can't pay the price for the man or the woman that took care of you when you was a baby. It was love that took care of you. Now, God took care of us while we were still in our sinful ways. I don't know about you, but the Lord took care of me when I was doing things that I wasn't supposed to do.
Amen.
But God took care of us. Ain't God a good God? Now, when I was a child, I thought like a child. I thought that if somebody slapped me, I was supposed to slap them back. And look at somebody and say, you know, I'm going to do this one time, and I'll do it no more. Now, somebody in there, when I said that, when I was a child, I was slapping back. Some grown folks will slap us back right now. Amen. But when I was a child, they say I thought as a child. That's right. I did things as a child, but when I became a man, I put away my childish ways. God is a good God, and he's here to help us in this Christian journey. Yes, thank you. Some of us are struggling right now with some things going on in our lives. But I want you to know that if you put love in the front, amen, please remember to put love in the front. You can't do what you used to do and still have the love of God inside of you. Amen. Ain't God good? Yes. So what we got to do, we got to learn how to love one another. Amen. Just as Christ loved us. Amen. Somebody said that when he was going on Golgotha Hill, when he was going up the hill, and they were beating him, and he fell down upon the cross. And they called a man by the name of Simeon to come over and pick up the cross and to help him to go on up the hill. Every now and then, our sisters and brothers, we get in a strain and we can't hardly make it up the hill. We need somebody to come and help and take the load off of us to help us on up the hill. I was speaking to a young lady just the other day, and she said her mother is sick now, and she got sisters and brothers, and won't nobody come and help her. She got to go and take care of her mother. She got to take care of all of the business, and she was so distressed, and tears started flowing. I wanted to cry with her, but every now and then you got to take up the cross for somebody. Come on, help me somebody, and try to help them up on the hill. She said, my mother is laying in the bed. She's sick, and I have to go over to the house, and I have to wash her up, and I got sisters and brothers that won't help me. Come on, help me somebody. She said, but they tell me they love my mama, but love is what love does. Amen. If you love me, then you're going to try to do something for me. Amen. Amen. If you really love the Lord, now sometimes you got to go out of your way to do things that other folks won't do.
Amen.
Ain't that right? But he was saying when I was a child, see now, every now and then when you get a certain age, you got to grow up. Ain't that right, preacher? There come a time in your life that you just got to grow up and say, now, what? I'm going to put away my childish ways. I'm going to start doing some things that I know that is right by God, because I want you to know somebody is watching you. Amen. Somebody got their eyes on you. Somebody like the way you wear your hair. All right. Somebody like the way the clothes that you wear. Somebody like the shoe that you wear. Somebody like your personality. But if you got a dirty personality, that whatever you are showing that child, that's what that child gonna have, because they're watching you. You ought to show some love. I wanted to tell that young lady that don't worry about. See, you can't worry about what somebody else do. You got to do what you can do. Amen. If I got anybody here that know I'm telling the truth, stop worrying about it. If I'm telling the truth, then you stand up. Stop worrying about what somebody else gonna do. You just do the right thing. If you do the right thing, everything gonna be all right.
Amen.
David said, I was young, but now I'm old. Sit down, yeah. But I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. You might be here in Montgomery, and your children might be in Minnesota. 57 degrees below zero, and ain't got a coat to put on their back. But when they look up, here come a man and says, come on, put this coat on. Come on, give God some, put this coat around you. So God done sent the blessing way up in Minnesota. What you doing here in Montgomery, Alabama? Somebody say God is good.
God is good.
He's a good God. And he's worthy to be praised.
Amen.
Somebody in here, you got to put down that stuff that's in you. And pick up the cross. And help Jesus on up the hill. When he was going to Golgotha hill, old Simeon picked up that cross and he took it for him, and he was going up the hill. And when you got to say the same thing when Jesus was on the cross, my Bible tells me that he took his right hand and they nailed it to the cross. They took his left hand. Come on, y'all give God some praise. And they nailed it to the cross. I'm so glad that was Jesus and not thorns and stool, because I said, angels, y'all come on, get them right now. Jesus told them, said, don't y'all know that all I got to do is call on the Lord and he'll send legions of angels. Is that right? He'll send legions of angels and get me right now. And they tell me they took his feet and they put his feet together and they nailed the nails through his feet. And the Bible said he didn't say a mumbling word. So why are we talking about them folk that do us wrong? Don't you say a mumbling word. Because when I was a child, I thought as a child. But now that I'm a man, I put away my childish ways. They took him and hung him up high. Somebody say an amen. Amen. They hung him up high. And one of the centurions was standing there, and Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And every time somebody curse you out, I want you to say the same thing. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. If you're on your job and somebody do you wrong, I want you to say, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And even in the church house sometimes, if you feel like somebody done you wrong, and you just say those words, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And they said when Jesus was born, and I read my Bible and I had to go through this, the first thing Jesus said when he was a child is recorded in history, that his mother and father went on a journey for all the world was to be taxed. And Jesus went with them. He was 12 years old. It don't tell us what was happening in between, but it tells us on this particular day that they thought that he was with some of his cousins somewhere. You know how you go to Disney World and you might want to go this way and you'll tell some of your cousins, well, take the baby and y'all go that way. And they thought that he was with some of their cousins. So when they found Jesus, they was a long way off and they turned around and came back and they was in a distress. And they found Jesus. Jesus was sitting there teaching. Doctors and lawyers was there with him. And his mother came up to him, and I know she was upset. It kind of made me feel like, somebody say amen.
Amen.
It kind of made me feel like I don't know if she was a black woman or not, because when she found Jesus, ooh, she went off. Come on, give God some praise. But she said, Jesus, why have you done us like this? We've been looking everywhere. And Jesus, that was the first thing he said in the Bible. You can go and get it for yourself and look at it, find. He said, don't you know? I must be about my Father's business.
Amen.
Come on, give God,
Amen.
Give God, I got to be. Now that was the first thing he said. But when they took him up on Golgotha Hill and they put him on the cross, he said, I must be about my Father's business. But the last thing he said, it is finished. Amen. Give God some praise. Give God some praise. It's finished now. Amen. So I said that to say this, but I got to break one of my rules one time. I want you to look at somebody, look at somebody, shake your face, and say, don't start, sir. And don't finish. Give God some praise up in this house. So whatever you start, you need to finish.
Amen.
That's it.
Oh, God, hallelujah. Somebody got it. I know you got it. If you start, sir, you better finish. Amen. Some of us have started some things and got a little weary. But the Bible said, be not weary in well doing. Finish that thing, what you said you was going to finish. Somebody said they're going to do something in 2019. I know for a fact. This is mine. I ain't got to speak for no. I know 2019 is my year. Is anybody here with me? Do you believe that 2019 is my year? That some of the things that I started, I'm sure going to finish. Ain't God good? It is finished. That's it. I ain't thinking like no child no more.
All right now.
I'm thinking like a grown man.
Amen.
Every now and then you got to put away your childish ways. You got to stop looking folks in the eyes and telling them you love them and you know you lying. Kid, put away your childish ways. Don't do it. See, love. You can't love me. I said it this morning. Everybody want him, so I got to say it again. You can't love me for who you want me to be.
Amen. Amen.
That's right. Man.
Somebody might didn't catch that, so I got to say it one more time. You cannot love me for who you want me to be.
All right now.
All right.
Amen.
Somebody said 5 steps. I let that sink down for 5 steps. Amen. You got to love me for who I am.
Amen.
Because if you don't love me for who I am, you really don't love me.
That's right. Amen.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Holy Ghost.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. Look up at heaven and say, I ain't faking it no more.
They ain't faking it.
Give God some praise. Come on, give God some praise. I ain't faking it no more. I ain't thinking like that no more. Remember that if you don't get nothing else today, remember it said, I must be about my Father's business.
Amen.
And it is finished. And the Bible said he locked his head on his shoulder. And he gave up the ghost. See, believe it or not, one day, all of us going to die.
Amen.
Huh? Is that right?
Amen.
Well, I don't know what it is about today, but one day you going to leave him.
Amen.
Huh? We going to leave him one day. Somebody said, don't let the Lord catch you with your work undone.
Man.
If you need to put the last nail in it, go ahead and put the last nail in and say, it is finished. Give God some praise. The door of the church is open. The door of the church is open.